Hello everyone, Fanta here. You're watching FANTAVISION. Wow. I did not think GameStop could get any scummier, and I thought this whole store closing thing was only going to be, happening while stores weren't being forced to close. What do I mean? I thought GameStop would actually comply with what law enforcement would say. Because just for some reason I thought they'd follow the law. But instead, they have found a loophole by lying about the classification of their store. Because I guess they can just label themselves whatever the hell they want because they've labeled themselves as an essential retail store. How is GameStop, out of all places, essential? It is the least essential store on the planet. If GameStop were to disappear, the only thing that would be affected would be the employees because they've lost their jobs. That's it. The customers wouldn't give a shit anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody would care. There are plenty of other places to buy video games. Seriously, there really are. You can buy collectibles, toys, cards, everywhere else. Probably for a better value, too. It's funny, somebody sent me a picture of the email that went out to all corporate stores about an hour or two before every single press place then posted the story online. But reading this is just insane. And I'll have it up there and I'll read along and let's discuss exactly what they're saying. Due to the products we carry that enable and enhance our customers' experience in working from home, we believe GameStop is classified as essential retail and therefore is able to remain open during this time. We've received reports of local authorities visiting stores in an attempt to enforce closure despite our classification. Store managers are approved to provide the document linked below to law enforcement as needed. Are you serious? You are forcing a really awkward and weird situation upon these GameStop managers where they have to tell a police officer that they are not going to comply with health regulations and rules set out to protect people because you work at a store that has established itself as a essential retail store. GameStop is not essential at all. Now, I recognize the argument for Best Buy being essential. Somebody said, well, when people working at home, they need computer stuff. They might need repairs with the Geek Squad. Okay, that makes sense. I will concede on that point. But GameStop does not do anything for the workers at home. This is not an essential place at all. If you are regarding video games as essential, you are incorrect. There are plenty of other places you can buy them if you think that is the essential thing here. They do not fix computers at GameStop. They are not a main store where computer things are sold. You cannot buy a printer at GameStop. GameStop is the most pointless store on the planet. For so many reasons I've given in countless other videos. They do not need to exist, especially during this situation. And it's ridiculous that they are going so far to go against authorities that are just trying to protect people. There's a reason that they are closing non-essential stores. The reason is to try to mitigate this thing that's going on right now. They want to cut down on how long this thing is going to last. And by staying open, you are being part of the problem. GameStop is making this last longer by staying open. That's just a straight up fact. Please do not support GameStop. Boycott GameStop for this decision. This is ridiculous. They're going against health laws now. Now, in a tweet, they put out their own little response. They're doing their darndest to fight this infection. They're doing their darndest. So let's see what they're doing. GameStop is working diligently during this unprecedented time to provide our customers and associates with the safest environment possible. We are implementing changes to our retail operations so that we may continue to provide essential products. They just had to put it in there, didn't they? You're not essential. There's no essential products at your store. To our customers that allows them to stay connected and provide products that allows business and consumers to work remotely. You don't do any of that. That is a straight up lie. You're just lying right now. You don't provide anything to do with businesses. How are you helping businesses? I would love for them to explain that. Tell me how. Specific actions we have taken include instituting multiple social distancing practices in our stores, such as only allowing 10 customers in our stores at a given time. That's a joke, right? How often do you even have 10 people in your store? Following CDC recommended guidelines to adopt in-store line management practices that creates a 6-foot parameter between customers and checkout lines. Reducing our store hours of operation to 12 to 8 p.m. So you reduced it by what, like an hour or two? Congratulations. Until March 29. I mean, that's... Rolling out delivery at door service. Oh, okay. This sounds great. You're delivering to the customer's doors like a delivery service. No, they have to come to GameStop and they'll pick up their games at the front door of the US store locations. Suspending temporarily our video game and consumer electronics trading practices until March 29th. What is that? 10 days? Congratulations. So 10 days... They're reducing store hours. 10 days, they're not taking in trade-ins. No. Postponing all gaming events and midnight launch activities until further notice. There's no gaming events, and there's barely ever midnight launches to begin with. And the midnight launches that were there were just people lining up and then picking up their game. So, it's not really a thing. Disabling temporarily all interactive gaming stations in our stores. Most of those were broken to begin with. Encouraging customers to leverage our online e-commerce capabilities and direct deliveries to their homes from our warehouses or stores. Now, the thing is, they say all that, but they're not doing all they can. Do you know how they can do it? Offer free shipping. You can encourage online sales by offering free shipping. They're not doing that. You still have to do the $35 or more to get free shipping. And I believe they actually got rid of the even faster shipping that was free when you paid that much money. And now it's like the no rush, like 4 to 7 day thing. That's probably because they have less people coming into the warehouses, so they can't have as fast as shipments. But it's just, you are trying to encourage this online purchasing, but purchasing online from GameStop sucks to begin with. I don't know if you guys have ordered from online, but I have received many games that are marked new. In fact, one of my biggest videos from like years ago was me complaining about receiving a brand new game wide open, just not even sealed. That's great, wonderful. I don't want a used product to begin with, so I try to buy a new game, and it comes to me opened, and obviously somebody's used it at some point because there's some scratches on the disc. I really didn't think that GameStop could get any scummier. And remember, with all these different practices, if they have for some reason sold you on the fact that they are really trying their damnedest, but they're not, because, like I said 2 days ago, they're not providing hand sanitizer. They're not providing gloves. They're not providing masks. In fact, I've had people comment that people are coming in trying to wear masks to work, and they're being told by their managers, take off your mask. It's scaring customers. The customers should be scared. The customers should not be at a location that has used games. Have you ever seen people shop at GameStop? Have you ever shopped at GameStop? You're picking up cases. You're walking around. You're looking at all of them. You're touching everything. And you're just spreading your diseases everywhere. Your germs, your viruses, whatever. All of it is all over all those cases now. Yes, it's great. They're not doing trade-ins, but they should not be open to begin with. You do not have the necessary things to actually make your store safe. You just don't. You are not an essential store, GameStop. What is wrong with you? I get you're hurting, and like you can hear in Camelot's conference call, sales they've been doing better, and now I haven't had a chance to watch that whole video. I might do another video talking about everything that goes on in that, because it's been a crazy day for me, and that video is 40 minutes, but good Lord, I need to listen to that video. You should too, because, I mean, how often have you heard a GameStop conference call? I worked there, and I never really got to be in any of them, so it's going to be really interesting to listen to that, and hopefully he doesn't get sued. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about GameStop doing this. I find it absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe they're legally allowed to do this, and I hope that they are forced to shut down despite their stupid self-labeling of essential retail. It's just insane. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you guys. I've said many times how I don't want GameStop to close, and then they do stuff like this, and now they're irredeemable. There's no reason for them to be around. They're putting people at risk. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, this is not a big deal. This is a big deal. There's a reason that I'm working from home. There's a reason that the world, a bunch of different countries are in lockdown, complete lockdown. This is a real thing. I'm so frustrated with the people that don't think it is. They think it's some sort of government conspiracy. It's literally the world. And China and the US don't really get along. It's not like they're scheming something together. It's not like Italy's joining in on the fun. France is having a great time. No, this is a real thing. And it makes me even more upset when it's not just an individual that isn't taking this seriously, but an entire company that is a worthless company. They do not provide anything. Oh, also, I wanted to clarify, a lot of the other stores that I mentioned in my last video that were still open, Macy's and Kohl's are closed. And they will be closed until April 1st. Again, that's really not that long. And I believe Macy's is confirmed to be paying their employees, and my other contact has not confirmed whether or not that Kohl's is paying the employees while they're at home. I hope they are. If they're not, the government is supposedly handing out money in a couple weeks. What a strange time we live in. I keep saying it, but I can't get over how surreal and weird all of this feels.